Hello everyone and welcome. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mohammed. If you're watching me for the first time, very welcome. And today I really want to talk about four authentic ways, four different ways, fundamental ways that you can be able to nail British accent to help you level up your pronunciation, whatever pronunciation you're learning, whether it's American or British, it doesn't really matter. You can take them with you, and of course, you can be able to practice these four tips, fundamental tips that can help you level up, perfect your pronunciation, whatever pronunciation you're learning, and fingers crossed with your accent journey. And please do let me know in the comments, what accent do you like the most? Do you like British accent or American accent? And of course, there's one thing I really want to address, like in terms of when it comes to like British accent. I know I've heard a lot of people they saying I want to learn British accent, and hopefully, I think of course you can learn British accent, whatever accent you want to learn, but first thing first, you need to figure out what sort of accent you want to learn. If you saying that I want to learn British accent and or you watch, for example, British TV series or British TV shows, and you like the way the people talk, and then you saying you like British accent, of course. In the UK at the moment, there are lots of people. They have different accents, a variety of accents, and hopefully you need to be familiar with these accents. What sort of accent you want to learn, and hopefully when you identify what accent you want to learn, then you will try to listen to people, those people who they have the accent that you want to learn, and hopefully, of course, they will help you improve your pronunciation by listening to them in regular basis. But if you listen to different like accents, sort of accents, and I think that will help as well. But I think it's really important to figure out what accent you want to learn. So without further ado, let's get it started. And today we want to talk about four main things, four main tips and tricks that will help you get British accent. So these four things, first of all, accent choice, word choice, learning your vowels, and what sort of programs you want to watch, what sort of programs you have to watch. So I'm going to go through them one by one, and hopefully you will understand what all these terms mean. So first of all, we have accent choice. In terms of accent choice, what I mean here is like you have to figure out, identify what accent you want to learn. So if you want to learn British accent, like if you say you want to learn British accent, and hopefully you really want to know what accent you want to learn. Do you want to learn, let's say, Cockney accent, or do you want to learn a Scottish accent, Manchester accent, or do you want to learn Edinburgh accent? Do you want to learn an RP accent? So these are, all accents in the UK. So of course you want to identify what accent that you want to learn. And in my experience, I mean, like from my perspective, the way I think, the accent that is really important for non-native speaker to learn, I would say RP. An RP accent is really important for non-native speaker to start learn it. If you want to learn British accent, you start learn an RP accent. An RP accent stands for received pronunciation. So this is accent where I think there is no like quite a lot of people in the UK they speak with this accent. It's about 2%. I mean, 2% of people they speak with this accent in the UK, but it doesn't mean that this accent is not only limited in the UK. You find this accent in the whole world. I mean, you find a person from, let's say, from China, they speak with received pronunciation. You find someone from, let's say, Morocco, any country actually in the whole world. This accent is not only in the UK, it's all over the world. I mean, you find this accent in all over the world. Different countries is multicultural accent. So I think in the UK, as I mentioned earlier, 2% of people they speak with this accent, and not every native speaker, not any native speaker they speak with their RP accent, and an RP accent, I think you might find like TV shows, for example, like BBC Learning English, and you might find, I mean, like the popular TV shows, they speak with received pronunciation. But you have to make sure as well, and this accent is not only, as I mentioned earlier, it's not only for in the UK, it's not limited in the UK, it's in all over the world. So if you want to learn British accent, just go for RP. And this is an accent which I focus on in my channel. So an RP accent is very popular accent. I highly recommend it. And if you want to learn British accent, go for it. Fingers crossed. And next up, the second tip, which is word choice. Word choice. It means that you have to choose what sort of words British native speakers they use. For example, in terms of slang terms, in terms of expressions, idiomatic expressions, all the things you have to make sure that you learn. For example, let's say you want to use British words. Let's say in terms instead of saying I'm tired, you can say I'm knackered, knackered. So this word is only used in the UK with British native speakers. So instead of saying I'm tired, you can say I'm knackered, I'm knackered. Or another word you can say, for example, if you want to say is very interesting, for example, you can say it's proper interesting, proper interesting. As well, another word you might say all right as well, all right. This is very popular in the UK. It's just another alternative way to say to someone, how are you doing? So this is a word choice. Learn the words that related to British English, only in British English, slang terms. So, and next up is learning your vowels, consonants, diphthongs, and of course we have about four vowel sounds. We have five letters that represent vowel sounds in English. We have short vowel sounds and longer vowel sounds. Of course, we have diphthongs and we have consonants. So, short vowel sounds like o sounds and also and and longer vowel sounds and also oo and also r like that. And I think diphthongs like when you combine two words together or two sounds together and they become one sound. For example, in a word like hello, for example, hello have a short sound and the o sound. So hello, hello. So, and as I mentioned earlier, the short vowel sounds, the o sound in a words like dot, not, pot, hot, and also the sound. This is a longer vowel sound in British English. You want to say in words like work, immerse, learn. All these sounds I think is very important. You have to make sure that you learn your vowels. And diphthong as well, as I mentioned earlier, just try to learn diphthong as well. So when you combine two vowels together and they become one sound in a words like hello, 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 hello. So and number four, what sort of programs you want to watch. So I would say BBC Learning English, highly recommend it, and also there's as well BBC BBC News, and I think these are, and try to, find TV shows that have a particular accent. Try to listen to podcasts, the people who they have this accent, the RP accent. It will really, really, really help. So I think these are, I think the four tips, which I think will definitely help you to nail British accent. If you want to learn British accent, please do make sure that you follow these tips. And it doesn't really matter actually what sort of accent you want to learn. Just try to identify what accent you want to learn, and hopefully you get there. And fingers crossed with your pronunciation journey. So I did cover, previously in my previous videos about how to learn British accent. So I'll put the link in the description below. So hopefully, please do make sure that you watch it and try to figure out as well what sort of things and tips and tricks that you need to follow. So I think that's all about. That's it. I mean, that's all for me today. And if you do find these, tips and tricks really useful, and you enjoy the video, please make sure that you give it a like and consider to click the bell as well, so you don't miss any weekly videos. And yeah, so any questions, please do let me know in the comments. And I'd love to know, what do you like the most? What sort of accent you want to learn? Do let me know in the comments. I'd really love to know. So that's all about it. And thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you soon. Cheers everyone. Bye bye. Take care.